It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. That's caught, it's Rocket. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's a nice looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To the back. Fouls through the defense. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time late in the season.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. At the 45 on his way. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
And Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down. They can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous balance, but at least they've got the ball back.
The one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Going for it all. Snags it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able edge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Wingo. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Final play of the quarter coming. Back to pass, it's Manning. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter.
Texas, 0.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Throwing right. It's complete. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Hit hard. Just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the 1st half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Manning. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Here's the handoff. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Got enough space, and he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Give to the running back. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
The give out of the gun. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right field.
And the defense, Dave, got him at the 27.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Forced out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the run, it's Baxter. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lockett. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarter
fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the...
Turning it on! And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking for room, it's Baxter. Running into the open space. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now first and 10 from the 30. They're going to run it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Off play action. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Might be changing the route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the DB makes... Huge play, knocking it away downfield.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Oh, what a cut! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw again. Unloads it left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Rides to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Got it, looking for the first down. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on in the second half.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage, man. You want to get some gap after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
A little screen to the running back. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
There, they knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. And nothing doing there. The defense was ready, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Running back searching for a hole. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
To throw, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Finding an escape route. Makes it past the marker. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Takes the handoff. It's Baxter. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here comes the heat. Working that left side. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
From the gun, running back on the move. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Punts it out of the air. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 13 to San Diego State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll send the back in motion. On the move. Runs through a tackle.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
The play action fake. Pressure coming. Flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Another incompletion on third down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
and the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
4th down, gotta have it here. Fires to the middle. Finds him out of the backfield. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Right on the money. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Wide open downfield. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And now this is the time in the game where the clock's fighting against you, and you can only take so many shots like that and get no gain. We got to get out of bounds, or we got to waste timeouts. So we got to be smart offensively in what we do here.
Back to throw, it's Manning. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down.
Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On the run, deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Catch in the middle, it's Peoples.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. He's going up top. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burner's are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Rush is on him. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I don't have a clue what they're thinking. Fourth down, tie ball game in your own territory. Now you're going to put them right now in a position to go ahead and get points and win this game. That was a very, very ungood call.
They'll try the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They'll send out the kicker here. Absolutely perfect. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ball game. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw at St. Clair. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of lateral.
Looking for a deep man. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.